So the Saints are leading at halftime over the Panthers in what I have now dubbed the toilet bowl between these two awful NFC South teams. And there's a lot to digest and talk about, whether it is the Chris Olave injury, the way the offense has looked, a lot of bad, some little good, and we'll get to it right here on our halftime show powered by 4D. Chris Rosvogel here from the Straight Up Saints podcast. As always, guys, I want to remind you, if you enjoy our content, to like the video. It greatly helps out the channel, and subscribe. We will have our post-game live stream after this one. We'll see how it goes final. Like I said, 13-10 right now. Anyone's game. Anyone's game. So let's get through my thoughts, and then I'll switch over to what you guys have to say here. So let's start off with the main takeaway. Chris Olave gets hurt in the first quarter, has to get stretchered off the field. It's obviously a bad throw. You put your receiver in a vulnerable spot. Chris Olave gets lit up, hits the floor, another concussion. He's at the hospital right now. It seems like the latest updates on him at least are positive. All I can say right now, and it's probably the only way I can say it without getting, too deep into all this, all I care about is if Chris Olave's healthy long-term. And it has nothing to do with even football at this point. The football side of it is irrelevant, right? What really matters is that this guy, at the end of the day, is healthy outside of football, and that's what I care about. It absolutely sucks to see, 3 straight games of him getting absolutely lit up, and it hurts to see. I just hope he's healthy. So we'll see what happens there. But obviously that wasn't ideal, and that hurts the offense, and not having Olave there minimizes things. And offensively, truthfully, guys, I think Derek Carr's looks pretty rough. And it has nothing to do with the hospital balls, as people call it. Although he did throw one to Juwan Johnson, I just don't think he looks confident out there. I think outside of maybe one really good throw to Juwan Johnson, there hasn't been a ton that's impressed me. And I think for the Saints right now, just run the football. I mean, Alvin's got 93 rushing yards in the first half. I would not throw the football the rest of the game until the Panthers show you that they could stop the run. And honestly, I don't think the Panthers are going to show them that they could stop the run. So offensively, that's what I would do. Just keep running the football. Panthers haven't shown it. They're the worst run defense in the NFL for a reason. Defensively, defense has mostly been fine. I know they gave up the touchdown and the field goal, but that's been off bad field position. Matthew Hayball had that horrible punt that spotted the Panthers, that touchdown drive. And then now you have bad field position. You have the punt, and then the penalty off Willie Gay that gives them good field position. They don't really move the ball a lot, but you get an extra 3 there. So it's just been a sloppy game. I would say the cherry on top of this god-awful half is the Saints getting a really nice run with Alvin to start their drive with 30 seconds left, and then getting to the 40-yard line almost, not using a timeout, letting the clock run, and then deciding with 2 seconds left, you're going to call a timeout, but not to throw a Hail Mary, so Derek Carr can throw a little dump pass to Jordan Mims, and now Derek Carr gets a free 25 yards passing to his statistics. But that play does nothing. You did nothing other than waste people's time. And even Jay Feely said, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know what the Saints are doing. Jay Feely, welcome to our fucking world where we watch Dennis Allen fuck things up every Sunday. And look, man, I know the Saints are winning. I know they're winning right now. They're up 13-10. And by all means, they'll probably win this game because the Carolina Panthers are the worst team in the NFL, bar none. I don't know how the Saints watch this product and sleep at night. I don't know how management watches this product and sleeps at night. I don't know how ownership watches this product and okay with it. It is horrible. It is absolutely horrible. And we've reached this point where us Saints fans are all kind of just arguing with each other because this team is so incompetent. So we're all kind of projecting our angers and frustrations out on people when it's none of us fans who are to blame, right? The product is just objectively disgusting. And 13-10, if they end up winning this game by 3, by 6, and they have the gall to come out and be like, hey, a win's a win, that's a good win, go fuck yourself. I don't want to hear it. You go out there and win this next half by 20 points, fine. I won't appreciate it, but you know what? Fine, you're going to talk your shit, at least win by a lot. 13-10 against Carolina, and the points you've given up are all self-inflicted, which shows you do this shit against a good team, you're getting your ass absolutely clapped into next Tuesday. So I'm just so frustrated with this team. It's more of the same shit, man. It's more of the same shit. So let me get into what you guys have to say before I kind of absolutely, pop a blood vessel in my head here. I'm going to start off with Forgive. He says, Carr has a tick that's impossible to get out of. Every time he's under pressure, he doesn't even bother to make an accurate pass. That's why he's getting guys injured. He just wants the ball out of his hands. I don't disagree with that. I think Derek Carr, pressure gets in his face, and he shits his pants. And look, I've said it multiple times for people who are like, oh, Chris, you're so hard on Derek Carr. I wouldn't be able to play quarterback. Not tall enough, not strong enough, not smart enough. I get it. I would shit my pants too under the pressure. But he gets paid a lot of money to just every time there's a little bit of pressure, throw the ball into the dirt or put his receiver in a really bad spot. Because you want to say the Chris Olave hit, it was unfortunate, fine. 2 drives later, he almost gets Jawan Johnson killed. So what is it? And I'm fair. Spencer Rattler threw a terrible ball that got Chris Olave hurt 3 weeks ago. And I said that. Carr does it every fucking time. Cooler Beat says Michael Thomas is going in on Derek Carr, and Olave's brother agreed with him on the situation they had last year. This team is an awful soap opera now. Yeah, but think about it, man. It doesn't matter that Michael Thomas is mocking the Saints. Doesn't matter that Chris Olave's brother tweeted what he tweeted. Got to look beyond the results. We were told you got to look beyond the results. Blair says, as bad as Carr is, Dennis Allen is that much worse. What the hell is that time management at the end of the half? Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. At least, and I'm not trying to defend Derek Carr. Derek Carr's at least been to the playoffs once in his life. Dennis Allen hasn't as a head coach. So the guy is clueless. As Cody says, DA has no clue what to do with clock management. Yep. And the worst coaches in the league will always expose themselves when it comes to clock management. And Dennis Allen does it pretty much every single week. This one was glaring, though. And what message do you send to your team, by the way? You're up 13-10. Alvin gets a nice 10-yard run. No timeout. No urgency to maybe pick up a 10, 15-yard gain, spike the ball. Maybe have a chance for, Hail Mary, or maybe 2 quick throws, get you into possible 50 plus 60-yard field goal attempt. None of that. Margaret says this team is awful and the DA and Loomis need to go. Jacob says, I love Olave, but he needs to consider his long-term health. Also, fuck Derek Carr. Yeah, I don't know why people can't understand. Like I tweeted earlier and people were like, are you blaming Olave for getting hurt? Absolutely not. There's no, I'm not playing the blame game. I'm not even blaming Derek Carr. What I'm saying as a fan, I don't want to watch this guy get hit in the head as much as he does. It upsets me. I feel terrible for him. I feel terrible for his family. It's tough to watch. And to your point, Jacob, I do hope that he considers his long-term health, man. I hope he considers it. Sergio says, what the fuck was that last play, man? Sergio, I can't tell you. I don't know what the fuck it was. I don't even know if Dennis Allen knows what the fuck it was. Forgive says, what was that last drive at half? You literally had a free field goal trip. Yep. They don't care, though. They are content. They coach scared. And yet, even though they coach scared, they're not scared of losing their jobs. They know that they have that shit secured. John says, so Carr's about to force us to draft first-round receiver again because of these hospital balls. I mean, we're heading there, man. Will says, shootout with the sorry-ass Panthers. LOL, crazy, but can't say I wasn't expecting this. Look, I said before I expected a 23-13 Saints victory. That was my score prediction. So it might get there. I might get 23-13. This is disgusting, though. This is disgusting. It's the type of game where when the Saints go win, if they go win, you would have to pay me to listen to Dennis Allen's press conference because you're going to sit there, throw that win in our face and act like they did something impressive. You did nothing impressive. If you had this performance against any other team outside of the Panthers and the Titans, you would lose. You would lose, and probably thoroughly. Paul says Saints are struggling with the worst team in the league. Lady St. Irvin says Dennis Allen's a moron. You got that right. DC is no better than the other guys throwing 50% and no touchdowns. I mean, the gap isn't what it should be. I mean, the offense has looked better, but the offenses look better because they're running the football against the worst run defense in the NFL. Their passing game hasn't looked better. They also got no weapons right now, which is frustrating. So it's just all bad, man. It's all bad. Fred says, I'm so ready for DA. And I don't even know what the fuck that word is. I can't even speak English right now. But I get your point, not wanting him near a Saints sideline ever again. I'm with you. I have reached the point where if they bring him back next year, guys, and I'm telling you, I love podcasting. I'm going to struggle getting through shows if he's back for a 4th year. The announcer saying Saints still have a chance at making a run made me laugh. Yeah, they're trying probably to be politically correct, but let's be real. We all know that's not happening, This team is incompetent. Going through some comments here. Kim calling it frustrating. 99 Dog calling them incompetent and it being laughable. This isn't on DC. What the hell is the play calling? Look, certain throws are. That said, they should not be throwing the football as much as they're throwing the football right now. Why do they have 16 pass attempts in the first half? Alvin's averaging 6.2 yards per carry. There's no reason. It's just so stupid, man. Kenton says, what's better, drive today or calling timeouts to kneel down? I mean, I'm going to say calling timeouts to kneel down still worse, but that drive at the end of the half was fucking pathetic, man. It was absolutely pathetic. Jonathan says, watch the Saints find a way to lose this. If they do, post-game live stream will be quite epic. Evan says, Olave's brother just tweeted that Chris called him and said he's doing okay. That's good to hear. Great to hear, actually. Ed says, I want them to lose. That's the only way he'll be gone. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I said I don't root for the Saints to lose. I don't. I will laugh hysterically if they lose today. I won't even get mad. I'll get animated at times, but I won't get mad. I just don't. I don't know where to go from here. I feel like us Saints fans are stuck. We're just stuck watching shit. And maybe a loss changes it today. I know a win does not help. It sets everything back. Jeffrey says Dennis Allen is not a real person. There's absolutely no way he's that fucking stupid. No, he is that stupid. He absolutely is that stupid. Coach P says, man, this team is soft as hell. Walltown Best says, what's concerning is the Panthers stink. Yeah, they stink, and they're still hanging around, which goes to show where the Saints are at. We need to lose every game. Cam Ward season. Saints really fucked up paying Derek Carr all that money for nothing. He's getting our wide receivers hurt and shit. I mean, yeah, and the contract's like we're halfway through at this point, so we'll get there. I'll get to 2 more comments, and then we'll bounce out of here because the second half is about to begin, unfortunately for all of us. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So I told you guys, I'm an idiot. So that got it for me. Oh, man. Big Smokey says, we have no receivers left, need to run the ball a lot more. And the best part about that, you're not wrong. They do need to run the ball a lot more. But they have no running backs. Jamal Williams is inactive. Kendra Miller is injured every single day of the week. And yeah, Alvin's great, but are you going to run Alvin 30-something times today? If the answer is yes, fine. You did just pay him. But that's kind of where you're heading, right? No running backs outside of Alvin. And then no wide receivers right now. Olave hurt. Shaheed hurt. Bub Memes hurt. Cedric Wilson got hurt during this game. It's just all bad. We'll end on this one. True Saint says, Chris, remember, a good organization looks beyond the results. Loomis is a clown, especially if he brings back DA for another year. If they bring back DA for another year, I think that I will lose my fucking mind. So we'll see what happens. We got another half of football left to play, and we will be back right after that half ends to have our post-game live stream. So hopefully you guys are all here for that. I'd encourage you guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you do get alerted for, our upcoming videos, including that post-game live stream. So one more half of football left of the toilet bowl between the Saints and Panthers, and then we will come right back to this spot and talk all about it. Will the Saints win? Will they fall short? Time will tell. So I'll talk to you guys then. Thank you so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for more from the Straight Up Saints podcast, the destination for the Who Dat Nation.